Hi there. I was just sorting out the rat-infested video when I found that in fact some of what I had done on that video was lost. Because you see, I enjoy using my better camera. I do. For it comes out in stunning 1080p. Better for details. But it only will go up to 2 gigabytes on the memory card, and then it stops recording. So I am not sure what was lost. But you see, as I constantly am learning and adapting, what is that? I'm going to try to keep that from happening again. How? Well, I have this little clock here. It's supposed to be a controller for X10 things, but that part doesn't work. So anyway, I've just set the timer here. I suppose the other thing I could do is just set a timer on my iPhone. It seems it will go more than 20 minutes, but this was like 23. And poof, it was gone. So I'm not sure what was lost. Probably just talking about, okay, so we're going to keep testing. And test we are. So let's put that down there. Oh, look at, see, this has now been testing. Oh, wait a second. It's funny, once in a while it just says, yeah, I'm going to go chatter. So we've been testing for more than an hour, just more than an hour. Turn the drive off. Open the drive. So we are getting towards chip number 7. And I think we're going to go for that. Which is the 6522. In some ways, I probably should have checked it sooner. If I remember rightly, it's the complex interface adapter or something, a CIA chip I think they call it. It's in tons and tons of Commodore machines. So I'm kind of hoping it's one of these, because they're not hard to find. So I have the donor out. I'm going to set it there. Well, let me look at it a second. Yeah, 6522. Third. Oh, we have a pin. Looks a little challenged here. Have to be ever so delicate. Okay, so this drive is off. We're going in. And I need a tinier screwdriver to get it started. And that is not tiny enough. And that is not suitable. What is this? Well, this is bigger, but it might be smaller. Oh yeah. Rock ever so gently, ever so patiently, down, way down, way down. And there she is. We will not mix these up. $65.22, 1981. So, according to my plan here, I'll make sure and put that down. In relation to the other chips in the same way. The witness mark is intact. Push on one side, get them lined up. Insert. Grab glasses. Have a look-see. Looks good. Turn on. Things a chatter. We do a quick catalog. Oh, what is this? Are we having failure problems? Read error. Run. Wait for it. Oh. We are headbanging. Wait for it. Woo. 16 seconds into the test. We have trouble. Trouble! Let's see here. This disc suddenly has trouble. Let's swap them and run. Nine seconds into the test. We have trouble. So we'll run again. Nine seconds into the test, we have trouble. Well, interesting. Let me take one other disc, my 1541 test demo disc, and try to read it. Oh, it reads. Alright, now I'm confused. Most confused. And now this one is reading a little bit. And this one is reading. This is strange. I'm going to run the torture test. Okay, from this moment on, I really do not want to put any disc in. Okay, 10 seconds in, that I do not have a copy of. So that is a blank. Oh, it has something on it. That is a copy of A. So here, over here, I have, oh, look at that. What I believe to be, well, I formatted them, so they are blank discs. They were fine. They were fine. Let's see what happens on these. They come up just fine. It seems, if I'm going to run this, so, what's happening here? What is happening here? All right. I'm going to take this blank disc out. I'm going to put, I think this, yeah, this should be a copy of T-Pug disc CAAA. Aha. And now, it is reading. So we're going to just say copy D0 to D1. And see what happens with that. This is very strange. Because we absolutely, as soon as that 6522 went in, we had weirdness. You saw it. Weirdness. The nice thing about this is, if I was so inclined, because this is an internal command to the drive, I can unplug this, hook up another drive, and I could check out these discs better. And as I look at this disc, I do see, and I'm not surprised because it's been running for a while. I don't know if you can see. I will try to get this up there in an acceptable location. I see a little line across the disc. But you see, that's on the top side. And the disc reads from the bottom side. So, that is interesting. Well, do I hear something? Things are copying. I'm going to put this over here, blank disc. I'm going to put this one here, that was a test disc. And perhaps, ever so gently, because I have all the chips from this drive on top of the 2031, I will bring the 2031 over here, where I will disconnect the IEEE cable. Behold the magic, the drive just continues. I did this earlier. And that is on. So, let's see. This is the disc, what I have used for quite a long time. And it did have on it a copy of the 1541 test demo disc. Now, it does seem to be having issues here, from when it had no issues before. This is very much like what happened before. And certainly, quite a coincidence. Okay, so this is a blank disc. It's still a blank disc. Quite a coincidence that suddenly things would start happening when that one chip was altered. But anyway, right now it is continuing to copy, which is very strange, I think. I'm just going to check another disk in here. And it reads just fine. And actually here, this is a disk I found in the MSD that I had, I guess, left there by accident. And it works fine. Well, interesting. Very interesting. I wonder if I'm going to turn this off. Unplug it. Put it back over here. So, the 4040 has completed the internal operation to copy. Did I get it? Nope. What's going on here? The drive is on. Okay. It has completed the operation to copy a disk, file by file. So, I'm going to run the torture program and see what happens. But let me tell you, I am mighty suspicious of this 6522 chip. See, sometimes chips fail when they are hot. Other chips can fail when they're cold, and then when they heat up, if there is a microscopic break inside the chip, then the heat of warming up can actually bring that connection back together. But this is mighty strange, and how it is that the disk seems to have been corrupted is also strange. But I do not find it a coincidence that it was when that chip went in. So, I imagine what I will do is let this continue to test while I ponder. And try and figure out other ways to test to see what's what here. I suppose it's pretty warm here, and it should be because it's been on for quite a while. I suppose one thing I can do is I don't want to switch any more chips right now. Would be to shut everything off, let it get all cool, and then try again. Because if it is an intermittent, wacky thing in that chip, then I want to know. Anyway, I thought it would be easy somehow. Anyway, I have my chips here, I have my drives here, everything is cooking away. So, I guess I will let this test, knowing that the 8296 will tell me if there's an error. But we've had an error, and now I've figured how to recreate it. But certainly, I don't trust that 6522 chip. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Not that one. So now I have to think about how to continue to troubleshoot. Eventually, I would like to have these drives have their original chips as much as possible inside them. So, I shall ponder. Thank you for being here. Thank you for putting up with this tortured experiment. I remain at your service. Comments, questions, please, please. I'm going to go and be baffled some more. Bye for now.